Hey Gemini, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Haze 1111. I had to think then. Going to do your June read, okay? It's going to be your energies. Love read, but more so your energies for June. Remember that reads are general, they cannot fit everybody, they just can't. Take from it what fits you, chuck the rest out. I keep forgetting to say this is for Gemini, this is for people with moon rising and Venus as well. So if you have Gemini in any of those positions in your chart, it is for you. My intention is to make it for moon rising and Venus as well, especially Venus, because Venus is the planet of love. I have pulled some oracle cards today as well. I'm going to start doing that because I don't know, it just makes the read a little bit more fun, I think, and brings it all together nicely. I don't think there's anything else I need to say, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to put myself down in the corner like a naughty girl. Okay, we're going to get straight on with it. Going to be pulling from the Gilded Tarot. All the cards have been pre-shuffled, and all my spirits and energy have been called in, and I've asked for the best possible reading for my little gems. I have to call you my little gems because I have a real problem with saying Gemini. I don't know why. It just doesn't roll off the tongue for me. So, my little gems, this is going to be your June reading. I'm going to be picking up on your energy. I've extended my energy. And I'm going to be touching yours. I'm going to be picking up on the vibes of the people who need it the most. Okay, so it will not fit everybody. People that need the message the most, hopefully, this will resonate with. Gilded Tarot we are using, and I'm going to get straight into it and ask the universe and ask Spirit to give me the best possible cards, but not like 20 million for my little gems, okay? The best possible cards. Oh, it's not good energy off the cards. Best possible cards for my little gems, please. Best possible cards for my little gems, please. Make it plain, make it simple. Let's have a good reading for those who need it most. My little gems. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. My little gems. I want another one like this. Please, there we go. The Hangman, right. The Lovers. The Nine of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. The World. The Six of Swords. The Queen of Cups. Oh, and the Hierophant. What's going down here? This looks quite promising, my little gems. Oh, underneath the deck we have the two. Hold on, we have the Two of Cups. Right, let's dive straight into it. I'm going to start with the oracle cards. I'm excited. I love doing reads. I absolutely love doing reads. They make me so excited. Right, my little gems. Going to start with the oracle cards. Shout out to Mystic Moon. I'm using her sign from Spirits and also her Mystic Moon oracle. Okay, just I love her so much. I love her reads, so her decks are brilliant, so I'm giving her a shout out. So should we turn it and see what's going down? Horns, dominance. Okay, Horns, dominance. shouts out a few things to me. So we'll just go with what it's shouting out to me. See if the other cards can sort of fit in with it, and we can make a picture, we can make a story of what's going down in my little gems' lives. So obviously the horn is not a horn, okay? I'm not thinking I've got a randy person on my hand. The horn is the dominance. It's about taking control. Now it can either be taking control in a good way, or it can be taking control in a bad way. We'll go into the read and we'll find out. Taking control of ourselves, you know, sort of like the bull by the horn. We need to take control of our lives. We need to have that dominance in our lives where we don't get walked over, where we don't get shot down, where we don't get pushed to the side. We need to stand up for ourselves. Do you know, I'm really feeling that. I'm not feeling like my little gems are being dominant over someone. I feel it's speaking to me about other people dictating to you, other people trying to take control. Yeah, other people trying to take control of you. And although it's dominance, I wouldn't necessarily put it as dominance. I would take it as more taking charge, taking control of your own life and your own path. Sort of like taking that, you know, bull by the horn, and, you know, not taking shit off at anybody anymore. That's how I'm reading that card. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if my guts kicked in right. Next card. Let's have a look. Hold on. It says morning. Okay, so obviously it's exactly what it says on the card. It's mourning. It's the mourning of a loss. It's the urn. It's the mourning of a loss. We could have had a death. It's the, you know, what we're seeing here, the physical, what we're seeing with the urn and the mourning. There could have been a death in your family, death of a loved one. But I'm reading it more so as the death of a situation, the mourning of a situation, not mourning, mourning of a situation, having to let go of something, having to let go of something from the past and now take control of your own person and your own life. I'm really feeling that as this card. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. I'm feeling that somewhere along the line a Six of Cups might pop out, but we'll see. Like a nostalgia card. I don't know, we'll see. If I have to clarify anything, one might pop up. But it is definitely a mourning of something from your past, and now it's time to take control, take action, take that bull by the horns and move on. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, fear. And there is a fear with it, because the moving on, the mourning of the past and taking control of yourself, there is fear in that. Letting go of who you used to be, letting go of your past, it's a major step. But we cannot live in fear. We can't. If we live in fear, we do not expand, and we keep ourselves shut down. We need to let go of fear. Accept what's gone, and mourn it, but release it. And don't be fearful to do it, because what I see in the cards, just by looking, is it looks quite promising, but also the fear of the fear I'm getting now is letting other people in. With the morning, I've got the urn and the lid, you know, the lid on, and it's the fear of now letting someone in with the curtains open, and it's like, you know, letting someone in is into your space and into your life now may be a daunting thought. I've just noticed that hand. Oh, how creepy. Do you see that hand there? It's like, not everyone's your enemy. You know, there are good people out there. Oh, that's made me go a bit pins and needly. Yeah, not everyone out there is going to put you through what you've been through. Do not fear letting other people in. Oh, I just seen that hand. Oh, that's giving me the willies. And grief. Okay. That just goes with the morning. So, you know, we could well have lost a loved one here, lost a family member. And it may not be a death. It may be lost someone in your life. So obviously a loved one. So it could be a death. I'm going with that as well. Why is that playing on my mind? Why is that playing on my mind? Why do I keep going back to that? I'm sorry if that's the case. I'm going with this love read. So, you know, there is a loss of someone that you loved dearly. Okay. Whether it be lover, whether it be parent, whether it be best friend, you know, lost them in the physical or lost that soul connection, just the loss and the fear now. I'm sort of really, really feeling it. And I also see now in the fear card, and I think this is why I really am picking up on someone who's lost a relative here or a loved one, because I'm actually seeing now spirit here, and it's saying that spirit is around you. If you open up, this is for the people who have physically lost a loved one to the other side. If you open up, you will be able to hear them. And don't be fearful. Don't be fearful of listening to what they have to say. There's a couple of messages going on here. Don't be fearful of what they have to say. Don't fear them. Okay, they are just, I'm hearing, they are just the same as they were when they walked the 3D. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Especially if it's a cranky old one. Yeah, and they're laughing. So I think this person had a sense of humour. And that's for some of you out there. Okay. We'll get back now to the love read. Yeah, the grief, the mourning of a separation, of a split, of a relationship. Okay, now to take control of your own life, take charge of it. Let's get back on. The first one you have, the first card you have is the Six of Pentacles. It is about balance in your life. It is about what you give out, you get back. If you give out fear, you will get fear back. Okay? If you give out grief, you will get grief back. Grief is fine. You know, if we've lost someone, if we're in separation, if we've had a major turmoil in our life and we go through grief, we go through it, we acknowledge it, and then we try to release it. And this is where the balance comes in. It's balancing the head and the emotion and the heart, to find balance within our lives, to move past the mourning and to move past the grief. It will always hurt. It will always hurt. I'm hearing karma, you know, it's lessons, it's life lessons, to learn your life lessons. The mourning and the grief expands us. Okay, we have to sit down and not fear talking to ourselves and answering our own questions truthfully. This is how we find balance. This is a deep one as well. Also finding balance within ourselves. Okay, once we've found balance within ourselves, we find that we will attract the right sort of person into our lives, people that serve us. Okay, and with the Hangman, you know, we all know that the Hangman is like a restriction. Okay, could be a stagnation, it could be a restriction. But the Hangman tells us to start looking at things in a different way. And in some decks he has the halo around his head. And it's saying, you know, start looking at things differently. It also, the Hangman also talks about inner expansion. Okay, what I've just said with the mourning and the grief, it's all about expansion of yourself. It's all about becoming spiritually aware and having that spiritual awakening. It talks about having inner movement. Okay, we might feel stuck in the physical, but it's this inner movement, this big shift within inside of us, these aha moments. That's what that was about. This is what this happened for. I had to go through that to learn this. And this is what the Hangman is about. And the Hangman's about being true to oneself, asking questions of yourself and answering them truthfully. Wow, this is a deep read. Again, my gems, I see no one else in this read apart from you. Again, we have the Lover's card. Well, you well could be in a relationship. You could well be single and looking for love. But again, for me, the Lovers is all about self-love. It's about connecting with your soul, knowing yourself inside out, knowing your dark side, knowing your light side, knowing your faults, knowing your good points and accepting them and making no apologies for who you are, bettering yourself, bringing that dark side again into balance with the light side, like we have with the Six of Pentacles, looking at studying yourself, getting to know who you are. We go through life and we don't even know who we are, what we want, especially if we've been in long-term relationships or doing the same thing over and over and over, 20 years in the same job. We become robots. It's like, come on, let's have this spiritual awakening. Let's sit down. Let's be truthful with ourselves. Can we change things that we're doing that we don't want to do? You know, and that's not just in the physical 3D, that's internally as well. That's behavior. You know, I have trust issues. So, you know, I sit and I talk to myself. We have to be honest with ourselves, you know. I won't go into why I got trust issues though. Loving yourself, being truthful with yourself, answering your questions honestly, and if you don't like the answer, change it. It's your choice. The Lovers is a choice card. It's your choice. It's your choice to stagnate, or it's your choice to have that aha moment and expand. Take the bull by the horns and expand your life. You know, it doesn't mean traveling. It doesn't mean going far-flung fucking destinations and spending money. It could be a book from the fucking library, something you would never even have thought of picking up. You know, a half an hour book. It's going to take you half an hour to read it and just expand that mind. Something different, something that you wouldn't do. Put yourself in a position that, you know, you're uncomfortable with, to expand. I don't know, go bleeding abseiling or something, or I don't know why I said that. I don't know, do you know what I mean? Go rambling with the old people, go and dish dinners up at an old people's place. Do something you wouldn't normally do. Expand. Start looking differently with those eyes, instead of the 9 to 5 back and forth job, children, 4 walls of a house, your little garden. You know, change it up, bull by the horn, and change it up. Do it, because I feel this is going to lead you to the 9 of Cups. This is your true happiness. Okay, this is being happy inwardly, not just outwardly. It's happy inwardly. It's filling your own cup, your own happiness for yourself, my little gems. We then have the Knight of Pentacles, and we all know that the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy. None of this has to be undertaken quickly. We have to go through the grief stage. We have to go through the mourning the mourning stage. Why do I say mourning? It sounds like mourning stage. But we cannot be fearful of moving. We must move, because if we don't move, we stagnate. And I feel the Knight of Pentacles is a good place to be in the centre of this read. It's a good place to be, because it talks about stability, and it talks about having your own abundance. And it talks about moving forward, but moving slowly with that. You know, doing the groundwork. That horse is grounded. We have to build from the ground up. We can't build from the middle. We can't build from the top. Everything starts from the ground. And if you've got a solid foundation, if you have a solid foundation, you can move forward with it. Now, the World card. I'm feeling definitely the loss of something here. The loss of someone, okay? An actual physical death, or the loss of a relationship. I feel there has been an ending, or if there hasn't been an ending, this is a June read, there may be one on the horizon. I feel, if it hasn't happened yet, my gems, I feel that your gut tells you, you know. Taking the bull by the horns, I feel, my little gems, it could be a decision that you have to make. And this is where the Knight of Pentacles is coming in, because it's that uncertainty of taking that step. That horse is, you know, he's got his head up, he wants to go, but the legs haven't gone. But you are looking over to this new cycle. It's a closure. It's a complete closure of a book, and the start of a new book. And for those who are already single, it could just be like this major shift that you're going through, this major shake-up of your life. This want of moving forward. There's something else that, you know, you need to do other than what you are doing now. but it's a move, it's a shift. I can feel it. With the six, I didn't even see that. With the Six of Swords, it's about laying everything in your past to rest. You know, coming to terms with grief, coming to terms with the mourning, coming to terms with the fear of moving on, the fear of letting go, the fear of the unknown. And it's about taking charge. It's about, the swords are life lessons, you know, and they're in the boat, and we are moving forward. We are moving forward to the Knight of Pentacles, to this stability. We have to find stability, gems. We have to find stability in our lives. For those who are all over the place at the moment, there's this longing just for something more stable, more real, you know, more tangible in our lives, that we can feel and we can relate to, and that's got purpose and that's got meaning. I'm really feeling this, like clearing out dead wood and going with your passion, your heart. We then have the Queen of Cups, you know, and the Queen of Cups, for me in this read, the Queen of Cups is all about passion and emotion, and she controls it well, and she's a lover, and she gives. But also, when she's not in control of that emotion, she can be stubborn, and she can be all over the place. She can be a bit erratic. She can be up and she can be down. She can also be smothering, you know, and smother someone. So she has a lot of qualities here that, you know, are the dark and the light side of her. But here I feel this queen has been emotionally detached for some time. I feel with the grief of the past, the mourning of something that has gone, and the fear that this queen has been emotionally detached, scared to show her emotion. And with the Hierophant card, it's all about having trust. It's all about having self-belief. It's all about finding your faith. Even, you know, I mean, we're not talking about, you know, whatever your faith is. You know, mine is believing in there's something greater out there. I'm a believer in the universal energy. You know, the universe, that's what I is my thing. When I pray, when I manifest, it's to universe. Okay. And it's about having faith. It's about trusting. It's about knowing that you're on your path. And it's about living by your word. It also can ask you to reevaluate what you believe in. Okay, so don't just be rigid and, you know, this is what I've believed for the last 20 years. Go library, get that book, do a little bit of reading up, sort of reevaluate, you know, where you stand and who you are. We're not the same person as we were 20 years ago. So surely we can't have the same beliefs. We can't be that rigid. So it's just questioning yourself, being truthful with yourself again. Your inner knowledge, your wisdom, these lessons that you've learned in life, that you're taking to your stability now. It's about, you know, it's about taking those lessons and valuing them. valuing the lessons you've learned with the Hierophant. It's also about commitment. So you could, with the Lovers card and the new cycle and the Hierophant, there could be some new person on the scene. I'm throwing that out there for some of you because, you know, we do have it. We do have it, and I got to read the cards, the meanings of the cards, as well as my gut. Okay, so, you know, Lovers, new cycle, commitment. It could be a little bit of slap and tickle going down there. And then obviously we have the Two of Cups, which again is about divine union. It's about being handed the love of your life from the universe, soulmate connection, more lessons to learn. But it also is about self-love and connecting with your own soul and knowing yourself inside out, my gems. High Priestess, you know, use that intuition. You have intuition. Go with your gut on whatever you feel. However you feel, take the bull by the horns and do what you got to do. I'm speaking to a few different people out here, but I think you can pick what's fitting for yourselves. It may not all make sense to you, but I think you can. There's about 3 different groups I'm speaking to here. Okay, so pick what you need to pick from. Use your intuition on love. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. It's that stability with the Knight of Pentacles. It's stability. My gems, I feel, like I said in the beginning of the read, this is the stability in your life that you are craving, that perhaps you haven't had. And now you are craving it. And the fear of, with my oracle card, the fear of being lonely, you know, the fear of, will I ever find anyone? It is also about being left out in the cold, and that grief and that mourning, and it's about that as well. But I'm sensing from this card, it's someone is looking for their own stability. They are looking for the new cycle. They are also looking for love. It comes from yourself first. Remember that. Okay? And don't hold on too tight. You know, don't hold on too tight. Just let go. Go with the flow. Live the day. Love it. It's a lovely reading. Let's see if we can pull a little bit more with the oracle cards. Please, let's hope they fit. Retreat. Yeah, I'm feeling retreat. I'm feeling not to pull back from other people. It's like the High Priestess that we just had, your gut. It's about retreating within yourself and getting to know yourself, asking the questions. It's a bit like the Hermit, but not retreating socially. It's pulling back. And we had another pulling back here as well, didn't we? Somewhere. It's about pulling back. The bull by the horns is taking control of yourself. Yeah. Asking yourself the questions. Retreat into yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be truthful with yourself. Answer your questions the best you can with honesty. And I think from there, I feel from there, you will start to have that hangman aha moment. You've got some work to do in June, my little gems. You could be going through it now. Remember, time's fluid. A mother's love. This is your, oh my God, spirit message card. It says a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. So we were just talking about the grief and the mourning and the loss of someone. So someone could have had a mother or a grandmother pass, and I feel that that's why it might have been playing on my mind. I'm sorry if that's the case, and you know, that's hard for anyone to deal with. And that's for another group. I'm reading for about 3 people here. 3 different sets of people. So you know, that's just a message if you have recently lost a mother or a grandmother or a feminine figure in your life, because remember, the males of us can have that feminine side as well. I resonate as a male, as the masculine. Okay, so it's a loss of a loved one, and they just want to know that they're there with you. They're holding you close and they're reaching out, and the bond can't be broken. That's beautiful. Okay, it's beautiful. Yeah, and you're ready. Totally. I feel in by the end of June, if you can answer your questions truthfully, decide what you want in life, and go for it. And we can start small. We can start small with that Knight of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be major. It can just be, you know, helping out in a charity shop, you know, helping with the old age pensioners, I don't know, in a nursing home, or, you know, or a hostel, or something small. It doesn't cost anything. There's just a little bit of your time to start to expand and get out there and meet other people and have that broadening of one's knowledge and expansion of that spiritual growth inside. And it says you're going to be ready. You're going to be ready to take the bull by the horns and do that inner work. And I also feel that love will be coming in for you. I really do. I hope this isn't confusing, because I've got 3 sets of people I'm reading for. But I have one universal message card for you, for all of you. I can't fucking believe this. Can't believe it. Generosity. I tell you what, I love it when Spirit does this. When Spirit confirms my whole read by the last card, I am so overwhelmed, and I'm so honoured to be able to bring my reads across, even if they only hit, you know, 1 or 2 people. I'm so honoured to be able to do that, and I feel it, and I'm welling up. Generosity. Okay, I shall read it the best I can with my contacts in, because I've got sticky eyes. Share with others that which you value yourself, whether it be time, opportunity, abundance, knowledge, love, and appreciation. By sharing yourself in this way, the generosity of your spirit will transform the lives of others, who will in turn share what they can, so creating a chain of generosity which will span far and wide. You know what you need to be doing? You need to be going down that old AP place and helping out down there, expanding. I can't end on more than that. It's just about not only expanding someone else with what you know, but them giving to you and expanding yourself. And small changes like that, which cost nothing but a little bit of time, can make such a big difference to them and to you. I believe that my little gems are on a spiritual awakening, and I really would like you to tune in and be here for my next read for you, because I don't know, I've got a feeling this is going to be a bit of a progression for my little gems. This bit of a spiritual awakening they're on, a bit of a call. They're on a bit of a call for a higher purpose. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. And I hope it reaches some people, and I hope it helps. Yeah, and if anyone has lost loved ones from the 3D, just know they're holding you tight and they are looking down on you. Okay, I'm gonna leave you there, and I'm gonna ask you to please hit my like button and my subscribe button and my share button, because if I've helped anyone out there today, yeah, you could help me by getting me out there on YouTube a little bit more, a little bit of give and take. I love you, my little gems. Love you big time, love you long time, and I will see you with the next read in July, the July read. But I've got more coming. You know, I've got the X's and I've got the you and them, and I might even start putting some weekly ones out as well. Okay, once my subscribers start going up a little bit, I'll put some more out. Namaste, and good luck with everything, and I love you long time. And now I've got to stop recording.